Hi, welcome to this week's Torah. In this week's Parshas Mattos, we read about the Bnei Reuben and the Bnei Gad, the children of Reuben and the children of Gad, who made an appeal to Moshe Rabbeinu that instead of them having to travel across the Jordan, they should be allowed to just stay where they were, outside of Israel. They had a lot of sheep and they had a lot of pasture there. And they wanted to be able to stay in this land because this land would afford their sheep the opportunity to be able to have that pasture. And Moshe Rabbeinu tells them that they're not allowed to do that. They would have to be able to come across, fight the battle first with the rest of the Jews, and only once that battle has been fought, only then would they be allowed to come across. And the Bnei Reuben and the Bnei Gad agree. What's interesting is a point that's made by a lot of the commentaries, and that's the following. We read about the fact that the Bnei Gad came before the Bnei Reuven. And that's strange because we know in the hierarchy, as well as in age, Reuven was older than God. And so therefore, if Reuven was older than God, they should be the ones that are making this appeal to Moshe Rabbeinu and not the Bnei Gad. Why do we have the Bnei Gad mentioned before the Bnei Reuven? And Kli Yakar says something interesting. Kli Yakar says actually the Bnei Reuben and the Bnei Gad both made the appeal, but the Bnei Gad were wealthier. And because the Bnei Gad were wealthier, they pushed themselves to the front. Even though the covered, the real honor should have been given to the Bnei Reuben, they should have had the chance to say their piece first. The Bnei Gad let the money get to their head, and therefore they pushed to the front. They allowed that money to blind the fact that they were really not the first ones to make this comment, and they pushed their place well ahead of Reuven making the comment first. And this is true in many instances. Sometimes, whether it's money, whether it's looks, whether it is humor, anything else, charisma, we push ourselves in front of other people when in reality we don't deserve to push ourselves where we're trying to push ourselves. Really, somebody else goes first. Never let these things take hold of who you are. Never let these things change you or make you a more arrogant person or a person that thinks that they're better. Just because you have a few more zeros in the bank account doesn't make you any cleverer, doesn't make you any better. A better person is somebody who is better from the inside, not better from their bank account. And so therefore this is the lesson of the Bnei Reuven and the Bnei Gad. The Bnei Gad pushed themselves forward, but we know that that's not the right way to act. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos.